Hola amigos, we are back here to our first cooking demonstration. So what we're gonna do here, I'm gonna show you how to assemble some pinchos. So pinchos are traditional tapas in most of the Spanish regions. You're gonna be using a whole bunch of ingredients. It's all the way up to you to what you're gonna use. We're gonna have some amazing stars here. I'm gonna pass forward to that later on. But mainly pinchos are pieces of bread that have a stuff on it, and you skewer a little skewer through, specifically the one that we have here, straight from Spain, 8-inch pincho skewers. So we're gonna do that. But first of all, I wanna kind of let you know how to jazz it up a little bit. So what we're gonna do a super sauce here. So it's called the romesco sauce. So it's a sauce known all around the Mediterranean. And so that's, Spain, Italy, and everywhere else. They have their own kind of idea of this, but realistically, it's using peppers, a garlic, almonds, a lemon, some olive oil here, and for those who care, a little bit of chili pepper here. As we say in Spain, chile. Okay. But anyway, so what we're gonna do here, we're gonna assemble the sauce really quick, and I'm gonna tell you what you can use it for, and how that can actually improve your life. So let's get started on that, okay? So we have a food processor here, okay? My handy old food processor here. One way is that you can take the peppers, okay? Beautiful red peppers here, stickers as well. But what you can do, you can put them straight onto to the heating element, barbecue, fire, anything you want, and completely blister them black. When you do that, you put them in a bag after it's done, and you let them sweat. So you can peel the skin off and be left over with this gorgeous thing that we have here. It's a roasted red pepper, which comes from our friends here, Whites, in the beautiful can we have on the side, and they saved all our work for us, and we can just continue and make this awesome sauce or a condiment, and all be happy. So we're gonna start with this roasted red peppers. We're also gonna have some slivered almonds here. So they're peeled almonds. They're slivered for us. Ready to go. Garlic, we love garlic. I'm not gonna be boring you here how to peel the garlic here. Smash it, take it apart, peel it, or get somebody you don't like in your family to do that for you, and there you go. But I like it to be chopped, and I'll explain to you in a second why. So this is chopped much smaller than the almonds. There will be a reason for it, okay? This is the optional chile, right? So we'll leave it here as an optional. For us, it will not be optional, but we have a little bit of salt. We have the olive oil here, and we have the lemon. It's a really cool lemon here. It's actually more of an orange than a lemon. This is a Meyer lemon. They're in season right now, so we're gonna be using that just to make it a little bit more soft and fruity and delicious. Okay, so we're gonna be using all that. So to start with, what I like to do is to use the food processor, and we're only gonna be using the pulse button. So the pulse button, what it does, it reacts when we press it and really do what we want it to do. So I don't want this to become a puree, okay? You're not gonna be eating this as a soup or drinking it with a straw. I want a texture in it, and that's the reason why I chop the garlic. So by chopping the garlic, if you put it there in a hole, it might be too big of a chunks. The almonds are already crushed, so this is gonna make our life so much easier. So we're gonna go super simple. My handy tongs here. We're gonna start just by putting the roasted peppers in here. So you see it, beautiful roasted peppers. They smell amazing. You can smell all the fire burn, and just becomes so much more sweeter. It's absolutely awesome. Obviously, I'm making this for more than 2 people. So if you do like to have the recipe for 2 to 4 people, we can certainly connect, and I can hook you up with that. So we're gonna put the peppers in there, and remember, I'm trying to make this super easy. So it's gonna be a one button operation. So now we have the almonds here. Okay, just gonna kind of match about a third of the amount of peppers with almonds. So it's like the almond is a very significant part of the sauce. So just gonna put it all in there. Just who's measuring here, and now the garlic. So the reason we chopped up the garlic, I already told you, to make sure that it doesn't get, large chunks and everything else is a puree. So we can have some kind of texture. That's a lot of garlic, okay? But we will use a lots of it. So sorry for the clicking noise. And so now this is the Meyer lemon here. I wish you could smell it. It smells more like a mandarin orange. But again, we're just gonna do a little squeeze here, okay? And so what we're gonna do now, we're gonna blitz this a little bit, just to give it a little bit of texture. So stand by. Okay, so now we just kind of gain a little bit of texture. So we're gonna add the other ingredients to it. Okay, so salt. Be generous. Don't be afraid. Most of the time you're gonna put the sauce on something, and this will be the main source of seasoning for you. So that's one. Pepper here, fresh cracked pepper, preferably, right? Again, super generous. I'm happy to use a 1-to-1 pepper and salt, or salt and pepper for the others that prefer the other way. And I said that you can and you can't, but use a little bit of a chili pepper. This is a very mild chili, actually. It's right here. There's many names for that. I know it as an Anaheim chili, and I keep those peppers in a freezer, and I can use them anytime. It's very easy to slice them super thin when you're using them for salads, and so as long as you don't cook the pepper, they're actually not as spicy as you think. When you start cooking them, they will introduce a little bit more spice to it. Also, remove the seeds if you want to have a little bit less spice. However, this is my favorite pepper, and as I said, when it's frozen, super nice. You can slice it really thin and make it, really cool ingredients to everything you want. And for those who don't like spice, they can just pick it off. It's not like it's involved in there. Here, it's gonna be involved. So let's buzz it again. But now what we're gonna do, I'm gonna introduce the rest of the lemon. And I'm also gonna use some olive oil here as well. But this time, couldn't find the little strainer, so we're gonna try to take the pits out here. And we will need the rest of the lemon. I know that already. However, we will be adding the olive oil as we go, so we will see the texture, and hopefully we'll be able to see the texture, so you will know what we are aiming for. However, this is a really personal dish. It could be as chunky or as fine as you require it. And this could be amazing dip when you make it fine. It could be amazing chunky dip. It could be great for your chicken dish, for your fish. We put it on our trout here, and sometimes we put it on the trout and put it in the oven, and it's delicious. Sometimes we cook the trout on its own, and then we put it on as a cold, and it's another different style of the dish, and but it's still super refreshing, summery, and we just love it here. So I hope you will love it as well. So I'm gonna stop talking now because I'm gonna turn this thing on. Okay? So. So this was about, I'm gonna say 2/3 of a cup of olive oil. It was Italian, sorry about that. We are in a Spanish wine dinner, but thanks to our remote location, this is all what I could get, so. All right, there it is. I'm gonna give it a little taste here. Put this in where it belongs, perhaps here. Spoons are already here. So you can see, super chunky, right? So now we are only tasting for a flavor. I mean, I would really feel like, oh, should I put a parsley here or something green? Don't. You know what? The reason why not is that what's going to happen is if you want to keep it for longer than a day or two, the green, fresh ingredients are gonna make it sour, and it's gonna spoil. So because we are using a dried and a preserved ingredients like the pepper and stuff, this can last us for like a week or two in the fridge at least. So it's giving us this huge advantage. So I'm just gonna give it a big taste. As I said, I'm super awesomely happy to eat it in a full spoonful. So it's delicious. Could probably use a little bit more salt, maybe a little bit of pepper. But it has a good spice from the chili, but nothing up front. The spice just hit after 10-15 seconds later. So, all right, it's a very low shelf. Gonna pulse it one more time. All right, just to integrate that. And the knocking sound, wonderful. Okay, so, all right. Gonna keep it this here for now. We're not gonna be removing it to any dishes, because now I'm gonna show you how to assemble the pinchos. Okay, so this is the main part. What we were doing is the sauce was only a sidekick. Okay, so now we're gonna put it to the main event. All right. It's funny, I didn't use any of these tools, and I still have to wipe them because there's a mess all around me. So all good. Thank you. Okay, so what we're gonna do here, we're gonna assemble a couple pinchos here for you. So found this wonderful bread here. Okay, I know that's I don't want to be going too deep into explaining, but this is amazing bread from Berry, and it's charcoal activated charcoal infused bread, sourdough, absolutely outstanding, that you can get from the 100 Mile store here in Creemore, that we support really well. So this is the bread. Any type of bread. A cucumber would do as well for a gluten-free, or nothing. Just skewer everything together in a nice little toothpick skewer of this, or whatever you can find in your grocery store. So the first one I'm going to show you is the one that is going to use this beautiful conserva. So conserva looks like your regular sardine tin, okay? So, but it comes from Spain, and all the other sardine tins come from Portugal. It's fine, it's right next door. However, this is a conserva. This is something that preserves very special, high-end ingredients and trying to deliver it to you in its best appeal. So this is one that's called chipirones. Chipirones, it's actually a squid. And so this is a squid or calamari to you that's been preserved in olive oil. So Spanish olive oil, squid, that's all what's in there. So super natural. Everything is, there's no preservatives, no anything to be worried about. And I gave myself a head start to cut this little mesh that looks like a little stocking thing here, because that's usually the one I'm having trouble with. So when you peel it off, right? You can see some here. We have some scallops and the Galician sauce. We have some the chipirones that you're gonna be tasting with your dinner. But looks like a tin of sardines, right? So let's give it a try. We're breaking a nail and open this bad boy up. Ooh yeah, those are some good-looking tubes right here. So what we're gonna do now here? So I'll take a piece of bread here. I'm not gonna use the spoon that I already tasted. Go to your place. Not being tempted. So what we're gonna do here now, I'm gonna taste good amount of the sauce here. Romesco sauce, beautiful. Look at the colors, working so well together. Ooh, those are the friends I was looking for. And we're gonna take one of those tubes here. Look at this. It does smell amazing, okay? So hey, a little cross section here, right? Yeah, I was gonna do something else. Let's put this thing here for a second. Little basil leaf, just for a color. Hey, we are not amateurs here, right? So voila, it's a pincho here for you, okay? So that's a one pincho here for you to enjoy it tonight. So, well, let's make another one of these. They're such a beautiful color. I'm just gonna give them another kind of try here, and that way I'm not gonna forget to put the basil there first, but now I just said that I did that in the first time. So anyways, there we go. Ooh, you see the squills actually they stuff it with its own tentacles, so it's actually nice and full inside. So this is not just like a little calamari ring that you would be expecting from your local grocery store, but it's coming at Quince Bistro for you. Okay, so there it is, bang. There's two of those chipirones pinchos for you. Okay, so what we're gonna do now, I'm gonna put the lovely guys here over there on the side, and we're gonna move to something very special to me. The pinchos that's called a super gilda. Okay, it's a really interesting name here, but super gilda is basically something that it has everything on it. So it's like your everything bagel. Okay, it's like it's gonna combine everything that possibly in the Spanish cuisine you can have. So we're gonna have the bread, right? We're gonna use the romesco sauce since we made it, because it's gonna make it such a nice color here for us. All right, bang. And so now we're gonna use the other ingredients here. So we're gonna use the queso manchego. So it's a manchego cheese, very special cheese to Spain, aged up to 60 months sometimes. And the cool thing about manchego is using few different types of milks. So it's sheep's, goats, and cow's milk. And I can't tell you what's the proportions because they changed according to the season. So this is a really cool cheese. It's nice sharp edges, very nutty and really cool. So we're gonna add that to it. Hey, why don't we put a little bit of basil there just for a color, right? We already have it. And then there is this is a chorizo. So this is a chorizo. It's been cured and cooked, but it's not a dry cure. So it's not like your prosciutto or the salsichon. This is like a part way between cooking and curing. So it's like it gets a little smoky aspect, but it's still nice and soft. So we're gonna put it on the top. Okay, so we have now romesco sauce, the manchego cheese, basil, and the chorizo here. Okay, so now this is gonna be interesting. Okay, so what we're gonna do now here is like we're gonna take this olive. That's the olive that I was talking about in the first video. The king and queen of the olives. It's which is so nice, juicy, and sweet and delicious. And so now we have a brand new player here. So this is our brand new player. This is a Nardi anchovy. So Nardi, it's a company that won the best anchovy in the world for many years, and this is considered the best anchovy in the world. So you are just about to taste it in your place. So now we have the beautiful Gorda olive that it's the fat one with the anchovy, the best anchovy in the world, right? Sitting on top of the chorizo, a little bit of basil for the color, the manchego, the cheese of Spain, the romesco sauce that we made, and this beautiful platform of a bread that it's underneath. Okay, so we are not at the finish line yet though. So what we're gonna do here now, you know what, I'm only making this one because I'm gonna eat it, so I'm gonna make it with my own hands. We would be using gloves otherwise if we are making it for you, okay? So this is gonna be just for me. I use the beautiful pickled pepper we talked about in the first segment. You know, only the best pepper in Spain, of course. But we're gonna do that. So what we're gonna do here, we wanna make it a little bit cool. So we're gonna stab through the pepper here. We're gonna stab through the anchovy and the olive, right? And how about we're gonna just skewer it all together here right now. And this might be the jazzed up super gilda here for you. And you know what? This one's looking a little wobbly. Let's make another one. How's that? So we're gonna take another piece of bread here. So you remember, you know, your amazing romesco sauce. It's just obviously smelling your whole place like fresh, beautiful ingredients. We're gonna put the manchego here. Bang. We're gonna put the beautiful basil. Some of this cool semi-spicy chorizo, and the best of the best, as we already talked about in the Spain. Wrap it around the olive, beautiful, and now it looks like it stays like a glue, so it's perfect if you need to glue something together. Use the best anchovies in Spain to do that. Next time you are having trouble with something. So there you go, pepper, anchovy, olive. Okay, let's focus on this now. Oh yeah, this one is solid. So this is your pincho platter here, okay? Look at this. Who wouldn't want to eat it? I mean, unless you have a seafood allergy or you're a vegetarian, but other than that, you would be pretty good with that. So enjoy.